was just sort of thinking about, I was thinking about the fact that what I say, what I talk about, what I record and put out into the world and leave out in the world, it matters. In the sense that, like, yeah, I might need an outlet to just whatever, to deal with this depression or the way that I'm feeling or whatever. But I also have to consider the fact that what I'm choosing to put out into the world will have an effect on other people who hear it. And although I'm not responsible for what that effect might be, I kind of want to consider that and not just try not to be a negative influence, if that makes any sense. I mean, I want to be honest, and if I'm honest, a lot of the time I am probably a negative influence, even though I do believe that being honest about depression, for example, or anything that's sort of traditionally unpleasant, doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing, because someone out there who struggles with the same things may hear this and at least know that they're not alone, maybe. Or, I guess for me, part of the reason why I want to document this kind of stuff is so that if I need to, I can listen to it later, because I know there's going to be a time when, things are sort of alright, and I'm going to probably be thinking that I've got it all under control again, and thinking that I couldn't end up back here. I may need a reminder to keep me not just humble, because it's not a matter of that really, but just to keep me alert to the threat, the potential of how this can be, because it is quite debilitating when it gets bad. It's like I can't really go to work. I mean, I do, but I definitely don't feel like I'm in a position to start a new job, for example, and I really want to. I really want to do something that is a bit more worthwhile, I suppose. I've been feeling like I want to be doing something, just more substantial, something where I can give back to people a little, help people. But right now I really don't feel like I'm confident that I could take on a new job. First of all, get a new job. Like go through an interview and make a good impression. I mean, I can fake it, but people know when you're faking, and I don't want to fake it. Anyway, but yeah, in terms of like, I don't know, I have a lot ahead of me, and it's nothing that I can't do. It's nothing that everyone else doesn't have to do, so I try not to really, like, I'm not trying to make it sound like I have a really hard life, or, a lot of challenges that no one else has, because I know that's not the case, but my ability to deal with them is definitely limited. And maybe it's always, like, now that I've come to understand that my ex was never what I'm trying to say is that I really, like I said, I really see the parallels between what's going on for me right now and what was going on for me right before I went on meds. And it feels like I'm reaching the same point. And this time I have the option and the opportunity to make a different choice. But there's a voice in my head that just keeps telling me that maybe I can't do it, and maybe I'll end up back on meds and end up like I was. And I just can't even tell you how much that scares me, because if that's the case, then I pretty much know exactly what the rest of my life is going to be like, and all this potential that I feel like I have will not be there if I do that. I mean, it may not be there anyway, but definitely, oh God, I just can't do it. I can't do that. But right now, all of the same things that I struggled with then are facing me again. Like, I feel like if my choice may be either to be on meds or to be like alone with no one who loves me, or like no friends, because I mean, well, I just feel like the reason, when I look back at things that have gone wrong, it always seems like it's me. I'm the reason they went wrong. And that might just be my perspective. Like I said, I tend to see other people as being perfect, and everything they do is understandable and justifiable, so I must be the one who's just completely horrible, and I must be the one who's screwed everything up. And when I'm like this, it doesn't matter that logic, you know what I mean? Like, logic and reason have no place in this kind of thing. And, yeah, well, I don't know. My best friend, we had a conversation last night, or the night before, and, yeah, once again, she kind of told me that, like, she doesn't know how to deal with me when I'm like this, and not that she can't be my friend, but that she just can't handle this. And, basically that, you know, if I'm like this, I just should, I mean, I think the only thing I can do in regards to her is to just stay away from her when I'm like this, because she feels responsible, and I know that it's coming from a place of caring, not wanting to see me in pain, and thinking that she has to do something to fix it. I do see that, but it's hard for me because I don't want to be this way, and I don't want to be like that. When I'm already feeling like this, that's just the last thing I need to hear. You know, and the first time around, she meant it. Like, we didn't talk for a year and a half, because she just couldn't have me around. She told me that I'd always been holding her back, and that she couldn't handle having someone in her life who was so sad all the time. And I think that's kind of how she's feeling again, which sucks, because I can't just snap out of this, you know? And it's it's not that I don't understand. Like, she tries to make me see things using logic and reason. And if that was what it was about, I would have been over this a long, long time ago, because I've thought about it at great length. And I've understood it from so many different angles. It's not like there's some missing piece of some puzzle that I'm just not seeing. And that's the most frustrating part, is that I know everything. Like, I can see it all so clearly, and I can see, I understand it, and like on an intellectual level, but it still happens, and it still takes me over, and I just don't know what to do. It's like the world is a different place when I'm like this. It's like I'm a different person, and the whole world looks completely different. And I know it'll pass. I know that, but I guess what's really bothering me right now is, although this might pass and I will feel better, the things that I do don't always pass. You know, the things that I do when I'm like this can have lasting consequences, and that's the real motivator for me to get this under control, because I just I can't, there's no point even talking about this. I'm sorry. Okay. All I really wanted to say in this video is that I kind of want to wait. I don't want my channel to be this black hole of depression and what I'm sure sounds like self-pity. I know what this sounds like. So, if that's what any of you are thinking, like, I completely get it. And I assure you that, once this sets in, trying to get myself out of it is like trying to work with broken tools. It's just, and that was what my doctor used to sort of convince me to go on meds in the first place, you know. But there has to be another way. Anyway, so I just want to try and make videos when I can be a little more together and positive, and so if you don't hear from me for a while, that's why. And to everyone in the Whisper community, I miss feeling close to a lot of you. So I'm gonna try and get back involved with, like, at least commenting more if I can. If I can't make videos, at least commenting on your guys' videos and responding to the comments that are left on my videos, because I haven't been doing much of that either. And to everyone who's commented, if you think I'm ignoring you, I don't mean to. And I do appreciate all your comments. Anyway, I'll be back soon